You know, sometimes the small and simple stuff just works. And that is what today is all about, everyone. I have for you a collection of 10 changes made that don't start together here, compiled by a very familiar name, Techfesh. We have got alternate magic spells, lazy deserters, actually worthwhile bee mines, the return of the old bell, and plenty more to cover. So hold on to your butts, as the game's gonna change, and it's gonna look different after today. Let's get to it. And we will start with some of my favorites, like them alternate spells I mentioned. Both the Fire Staff and Ice Staff offer one. However, be warned, they are experimental at the end of the day. While we will still be able to simply blast anything with a normal attack from bolt staffs, why would we do such a thing when we can just summon a claws-like magma pool underneath our enemies? Now this attack appears to do massive damage in and of itself, with the following fire damage obviously adding to that, so it won't mess around, very much unlike a normal fire staff. But as for the alternate spell of the Ice Staff, be prepared to be able to freeze a lot more at once, yes, but at the cost of freezing yourself as well. Now I tried aiming it, however it seems like we bloody can't. So you know, maybe using an Ice Staff as intended is gonna be the better option here. But have fun regardless. Moving on though to easily my second favorite mod here today, Renewable Graves. We have all been there. We want some pretty darn good loot, so we have some graveyards or two to go dig up, right? The problem, however, is that graves have always been a one and done deal, so we're kinda rolling the dice. Well, not anymore, folks, as we can choose to leave seemingly any unwanted trinkets, gems, candy, and even crockpot dishes near any dug-up graves, and upon a full moon night, said graves will not only release their ghosts, but will fill in for additional grave disturbing later. Plus, all the ghosts who received an offering like this will be friendly to everyone. And if a Wendy is nearby, some might even leave some free morning glories. Plus, it looks like the crockpot dishes left will turn to rot immediately, which is a great, quote-unquote, hidden touch to an already great mod. Cool stuff. But the hits will just keep on coming, folks, as this next mod is called Bats Be Gone. And it's so stupidly simple that I stupidly love it. It allows for us to drop a giant garlic at a sinkhole entrance in order to prevent any basilisks from truly spawning up there on the surface. They'll just fly away and never return. The thing is, however, it's not actually just sinkholes. Giant garlic now seems to repel every single bat, everywhere. Very fun. Plus, as an added bonus to the mod, it lets us seal up open sinkholes by blowing up stone structures near them. So yes, bats be gone indeed. Now this next one is all about traps, everyone. Both bee mines specifically, and then things like teeth traps and bramble traps in general. And as you can see, the craft for bee mines has seen some changes itself, as it now requires a royal jelly to create. However, the craft doesn't actually deplete said jelly, so make note there. But bees on steroids here makes it to where bee mines now contain 2 non-hostile grumblebees instead of 4 regular buzzers, and these grumbles deal 40 damage each, have 180 health, and attack very quickly. They're super awesome, and actually make me want to use bee mines for once in my life. Plus, once no hostiles remain, they return to regular homeless bees, so there's that too. Buzz away. Oh, but as for the other traps now, this mod makes it to where any activated traps can be reset very quickly. Good stuff. But now's the time to get a bit lazy, folks, with the lazy deserter. It is very simple. When you yourself are insane, you can touch a lazy deserter to leave behind a shadow of yourself that will keep the deserter activated for you no matter what. Doing so will cost 20% of your maximum sanity, however, so be aware of that. However, the ability to use a deserter when playing solo is a bit too good to pass up at times. No one says you have to keep a shadow up at all times either, And if you ever want to get rid of it in general, just attack it yourself. But laziness for the win. No, seriously, laziness is awesome. So much so that even our scaled furnaces are helping us achieve it. For you see, the Lazy Furnace mod can make it to where up to 3 stacks of food-related items can be cooked instantly, very similar to what Pack'em Baggins can do for us in Don't Starve Shipwrecked. But the furnace can also instantly heat up 3 separate thermal stones at once, which is going to be wonderful for quick warmth in winter. And finally, this new furnace will even turn practically anything else we put into it into charcoal and ash. So there you go, let's turn up the heat and make some noise. Well, after we brutally murder Glommer, that is. The old bell returns from Solo Don't Starve, everybody, but obtaining it and using it is gonna be a bit different nowadays. Give the fat man himself Glommer's dead flower, and the new old bell will be yours. And it has 3 uses total, and using it will drop 3 care packages guaranteed, with a 66% chance at a 4th, and a 33% chance to even get a 5th. One of the 3 will contain snacks from all across the game, including special events. Another will do the same, but with various trinkets of all sorts. And the 3rd will just contain some simple food-related ingredients, it seems. But the additional packages can drop complete crockpot dishes, and then just bloody anything craftable, it seems. But yes, it's all gonna be completely random. Have fun still, but we might as well keep the noise coming, as the Battle Horn mod adds the Raging Horn and all it comes with here. It too is a simple one, as it just asks whether or not anyone should be able to buff everyone, instead of relying on Warley or Wickford players at the end of the day. For you see, the Raging Horn has 5 uses total, and each use will increase the damage of anyone by 20% for 4 minutes total. Or just half a day if that helps you better understand it. And yes, the one who blew the horn will also be buffed. Simple, but interesting. Enjoy. But our second to last mod is also very simple, and it is called Divining Rod X. It adds the Divining Rod from Solo Don't Starve as well. Only we must first get the blueprint for it by defeating any clockwork we find. Then, we just use the dang thing, all the same as we do in Solo Don't Starve when trying to find the things or Maxwell's door, only in Don't Starve Together here, we can actually select what we want to find from a pre-pick selection. From Chester to trinkets, the rod will just help us navigate an unknown world potentially, so have fun. And last, but certainly not least, is the Basements mod, everyone. A mod people have been telling me about for ages, it seems. Costing a pretty penny, as you can see. Basements can be placed anywhere, following a fiery display, and basements here do and offer several things to us at the end of the day. Basements will act as a permanent cooler, essentially, to help us escape the heat. They are supposed to keep food fresher for longer, however I'm quite unsure whether that is still working at this time. They protect us from all weather really, as we're underground for Pete's sake, and they even give us the opportunity to change a few things to our likings down here, but it's mostly the floors. Folks, they're underground bases. That's literally the gist. Be sure to light the place up, however. And there you have it, everyone. A rundown of 10 separate mods, all made and provided to us by TechFesh, a modder extraordinaire, as you can see. And heck, you might even remember TechFesh from a long-lost Mod Monday on another of their mods called Treats for Weber. If not, be sure to give that one a look as well, especially with the Weber rework coming soon. TechFesh might have beat Clay to it. But thank you so much for all your work, TechFesh, and thank you all for watching. Enjoy the mods, well wishes, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye.